In a crazy turn of events, Walmart has made the decision to suspend the sale of all Magic the Gathering products, going so far as to take all of the Magic products right off of their shelves.
Magic. I am a wizard! History. I'm an old wizard! The Magic Historian. My bones hurt.
Greetings, owners of fine luxury cardboard rectangles. My friends, I hope the day finds you well. We are here today to talk about the crazy situation that has just happened with apparently all of the Walmarts that are out there. Now, before we dive into that, I just want to touch on something real quick for anybody who may be wondering what's going on with the Chandelar series. It has been relocated to the Hatcher channel. There was a stream that already happened there today, so if you want to go and check it out, I'll leave a link down at the top of the comment section for you. Come on by. That's going to be where we're having our Chandelar fun. So, on to today's news, the big Walmart situation. And I actually got a little bit of a hint of this going on with people coming into my live stream going, hey, wait a minute. What's going on with Walmart? I went to the Walmart and it said that they're not selling Magic cards anymore. Is this all of the Walmarts? And at that time, I thought that it might be a case-by-case scenario. But apparently, from the information we're looking at, this is Walmart-wide. So this is all of the Walmarts, at least in America, and theoretically, I assume in Canada as well. I haven't been out to verify that myself, but I'm assuming that this is going to be across North America. So what we have here on the screen is a notification that was provided to a trading card vendor. Now, this image was originally posted on Facebook and has since been taken down. I don't know if that's because the person who posted it might have gotten in trouble with Walmart, as this looks like an internal communication as opposed to something that's provided to customers. So you can see it has the Walmart header. It says it says attention trading cards vendor. The trading card categories have been removed from the sales floor, and sales of these items have been suspended due to inappropriate customer behavior and increased demand. Please do not stock these items until further direction from management has been given. Questions and comments can be directed to the management team. Thank you, store management. So my assumption is that all of the trading card vendors for all of Walmart have been given this kind of notification. Now, you may be scratching your head and going, wait a minute, this is a bit confusing. How does this work? Well, Walmart apparently doesn't stock all of its products itself. There are certain products that Walmart carries where instead of actually Walmart being the one to procure a supply chain and purchase the product from vendors, instead they allow vendors to essentially rent out space. So how Walmart has been operating with trading cards is Walmart actually isn't the one purchasing and bringing these products in. It's done by independent third parties. So that could be anything from a distributor to an individual, whatever it is. It's individually negotiated from Walmart to Walmart, is my understanding. So this isn't a situation where Walmart is bringing the stuff in and going, okay, we've got a problem. It's other people are bringing this in, and Walmart's going, whoa, whoa, whoa. This is causing us a big problem. So for right now, we're literally pulling everything from the shelves. Now, I did say specifically Magic, but bear in mind that this is a problem that expands beyond Magic. We're talking about every trading card game. So Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, if there are any, does Walmart carry any other of the card trading games? I don't know. I guess that would actually be on a vendor by vendor basis, right? Whatever like store shelf area that they're getting, they would determine what's going to go on there. But I know Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, and Magic the Gathering are normally available at Walmart. I've seen that stuff there, right? So that's what I'm assuming. It's just those big three. This may encompass other card games as well, but let's be real, they're irrelevant. And obviously for us here, we're focused purely on the Magic the Gathering aspect of it. But what I'm going to talk about does also apply to these other card games. Now, there's a very interesting phrase in this letter, right? Obviously, the thing that really sticks out is when they say the reason that this stuff has been removed, and that's due to inappropriate customer behavior and increased demand. Now, that's a very polite way of putting things. Inappropriate customer behavior. This is the first time in my life where I've ever seen a company come out and say, we're discontinuing this or we're suspending this due to inappropriate customer behavior. Now, this is going to boil down into a couple of different categories, but they fall really under the broad umbrella of illegal theft, really? I mean, I guess I don't need to say illegal theft because there is no such thing as legal theft, right? But you get what I'm saying. Most of this is going to fall under the umbrella of theft. Now, there's a couple of different factors at play, and I think what might have exacerbated this problem to a degree is actually the recent Pokemon craze, where Pokemon has been so hot that stores can't keep Pokemon in, at least not at regular prices. So you have scalpers who are going out and purchasing up tons of this Pokemon product, right? They go in and they'll buy everything that's available so they can turn around and sell it on eBay. Now, obviously, that leads to some feel-bad situations for Walmart customers, especially when dealing with things like Pokemon, because Pokemon is stuff for kids, right? So you're going to have basically complaining parents, unhappy kids who aren't able to get the Pokemon cards, adding an extra level of grief on what was already a considerable amount of inappropriate customer behavior. So I'm going to go out on a limb here. Obviously, from the letter that we have, we can't say this as a fact, but I know the types of behavior that people engage in with the Walmart. And there's two major categories, all right? So the first category is blatant theft, just blatant thievery. Where, oh, that's the name of a magic card. Oh, I should have had the image ready. That would have been perfect. Oh, missed opportunity. Anyways, blatant thievery. And by that, I mean people going into the Walmart and just straight up taking stuff. Just boom, I'm going to take this product. Either opening the packs right there in the store and just taking the cards, or just tampering with the anti-theft stuff. So you'll notice that a lot of magic products, like if you go to an LGS, you'll find loose magic boosters. You can just go up, there'll be a box there. They're individually loose. But whenever you go to a place like Walmart, there's an outer paper sheath. There's always extra packaging. And the reason for that is so they can put those little metallic barcode. It's not a barcode really, but it's like a theft prevention device that is situated in the package. And when you try and walk out the front door with it and you walk through those gigantic metal barrier things that'll burp, 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 set off the alarm saying, yo, this stuff is being stolen. So apparently it's just people are finding ways around it. Either they're taking out the anti-theft protection, tearing off the outer package, whatever it is, Magic card products are making their way out of the store at a pretty high rate. So you already have a theft issue. Now, I don't know what the agreement is between Walmart and third-party vendors in terms of whether they will cover any kind of loss due to theft. But if they are, then obviously for Walmart, that's a loss that they're taking, right? And it's a hassle they have to deal with. Anytime they have to deal with product loss, right? You've got to get your security guards involved and whatever else. You got to file the reports. It's all just extra monetary costs. But there's another layer, and I will call this stealth theft. And what stealth theft is, and this is something that I didn't really realize at first that people do, but has become rampant with Magic the Gathering. Like, this sort of stealth theft is rampant, okay? And the idea is this. The individual goes to the Walmart and they buy a product. Let's say they go in and they pick up a commander deck, right? They take that commander deck home. They open the commander deck up. They take the entire commander deck out of the box and then replace the entire deck with basic lands. Or in some cases, just take out all the valuable cards. But what happens is they then reseal that product. They glue it back shut and they take it to the Walmart and they go to customer returns and return the product as if it's brand new, as if there's no problems with it. And any kind of untrained Walmart employee is going to have zero chance, and I mean zero chance, of recognizing that this has been tampered with. If you just pull open the bottom flap or whatever, take the insides out, and close it back up, somebody who is familiar with Magic the Gathering is going to be fooled in a lot of cases, especially with things like Commander decks. Super, super easy to reseal those sort of products. Now, with somebody who has experience with this or a trained eye, when they open the product, obviously when they see the cards, they're going to know something's up. But if you've opened enough Magic product, you'll even know what it looks like when somebody's used the wrong kind of glue. But you only find that out after the product's been opened. So there's no way that a Walmart employee working at the returns is going to A, know enough to figure it out, and B, care enough to do anything. I mean, literally, I bought a popcorn maker at Walmart once, okay? And I bought it with a stylized red and white design. Like, it's got these red and white stripes that's actually reminiscent of an old popcorn bucket. Like, that was the design behind it. And it was like $15 when the regular ones were $10. Well, somebody had pulled the old switcheroo on me. So when I got home, I opened it up, and the popcorn maker that was supposed to be in there wasn't. It wasn't the nice red and white striped one. It was the $10 plain white variant. And I was like, really? Somebody swapped these boxes to like get a $5 difference on popcorn makers, and now I have to go back to the store. I go back to the store frustrated, right? Obviously, but I don't blame the Walmart employees because I know they're not responsible for it. But I go up to the counter, and I remind you, I've got the box open. Apparently, if you go back with things sealed up, the policy at Walmart isn't even to check. But I went with the box open, okay? And I said to the lady, I need to return this. I was given the wrong popcorn maker. And she looks at the box, lifts the popcorn maker out, and goes, what's the problem? And I'm like, look at the colors on the box. Look at the shape on the box. It's the one that I'm supposed to have bought is boxy. This one's all rounded and it's pure white. They're very blatantly two completely different products, and you can't tell the difference. Like, that blew my mind. So expecting Walmart employees to be able to discern faulty product that's been, not faulty product, the product wasn't faulty. It's been tampered with. Stealth theft has occurred. And Walmart has no way of figuring this out. And like I said, this isn't just happening with Walmart. This is also happening a lot on Amazon. Amazon is a very much buyer beware scenario because this happens frequently with Magic the Gathering repacks, Commander decks, but pretty much anywhere that Magic is sold that's not like an LGS or something like that. Because this kind of stuff, I think LGSs are the only type of shop that's mostly immune to this type of behavior. And I'm guessing part of it is just because LGSs aren't big, faceless corporations. So first of all, people seem to have no problem ripping off Amazon or Walmart without taking into account the fact that the end user who gets this stuff is going to get hosed, right? Like, the people who get it are ultimately going to get hosed, and it's going to waste their time and money having to send things back or travel back. You know, you got to take the bus back, whatever it is you have to do. There's additional costs that are incurred. And when it comes to LGSs, it's more like a mom and pop style thing where you're dealing with people. And I think that partially pulls back on this sort of stealth theft. Now, obviously, it still happens on some level because there's no business that's immune to people being light-fingered and taking off with things. But I feel like Walmart, Amazon, things like that, they have a much higher incidence of this. So at this point, Walmart's probably looked at the amount of time that's being spent dealing with blatant theft, customer dissatisfaction where they're very, very upset that you can't get the product they want isn't available. And then they get a product that gets returned by somebody else buys it and brings it back. So now you've got a product that's been returned twice where the first customer is just returning it under the whole, oh, it just turns out I didn't want it or whatever. But the other person's coming along and going, yo, what's the deal here? And unlike the situation with the popcorn maker where I brought back a different popcorn maker, how is a Walmart employee supposed to see the difference even after it's explained to them, right? This is a very niche product. So the amount of headaches and cost incurred by dealing with this sort of thing is probably what caused Walmart to make these changes. Now, there's a couple of ways that this could end up going, right? Walmart could just say, you know what? we're not going to sell this stuff at all. But I don't see that being too likely because one of the notifications on the piece of paper says due to increased demand. If you have an increased demand for product and you're running a company, logic dictates that you're going to want to stock more of this product. So more than likely what's going to happen is Walmart's going to institute a behind the glass policy. So the same way that video games and stuff like that are kept behind locked glass cabinets and you have to get an associate to help you, I expect that Magic the Gathering products, when they're brought back, will probably be stored behind glass displays. They will have a limit per customer, and most importantly, they will have an all sales are final condition. So if you buy the stuff, there is no returns. I mean, it's pretty amazing that this is happening on this level where all the Walmarts are just basically, bro, we got to do something about this. But I am not really surprised that much considering the increasing value of card games and all the hype around it is going to increase the amount of blatant and stealth thievery that you are dealing with. All right. So that ends the news update. Like I said, my friends, the Chandelar streams are happening over on Hatcher now. There was one today. So if you weren't there, you already missed it, but it's still up there. So you can go and check it out. Thanks for coming by, everybody. List of my patrons scrolling on by, and I'll leave a link to the Chandelar series here at the end too, in case you want to go check it out. See you next time, my friends.